I give you my all, my resources, my mind, my knowledge, my time. If you can commit to coming to practice for me.
Some don't even know what's going on.
It's like more than long.
They don't even know if it's their ball, if it's a jump ball, whose possession. So I don't even argue with them.
Let me tell you something. He pisses me off sometimes.
I saw Tion put that game up the other day too. You see that? Still to this day, we're not out there no more.
Well,
So we gotta learn how to motivate the kids to get what we need out of them. And it ain't always what we think. R.I.P. man, the legend Larry Ross. I would love to build what he built as well, you know? Like, he's a legend, man.
If they good, they're good, right? I'm fine with that. But I kind of look at the parents, like meaning that, like, how committed are their parents? That head job, dog, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't care what level you coaching on, that shit's on you at all times.
It is.
I don't care win, lose, or draw. Win, the kids did it. Lose, it's on you. I'm gonna be real with you. I think you would. Yo, welcome back with another episode of Hoop Lounge TV, where we sit back, kick back, and we talk about hoops. Today, look, I got a special guest, like a brother to me. We played ball from little. I'm talking about 8, 9 years old. Dogs, look, my brother, mentor, Stoney Polite, SP. What's up, bro?
I can't call it, man.
What's up, bro?
Good to be in the building. I mean, brotherhood still connected. Kids and all, it's beautiful.
Man, it's fun, man. How's life though, man? What you got going on nowadays?
I can't complain. Mentoring my son, he loves the game. So I'm gonna feed him as much as I can, but you know, also try to make it healthy and positive at the same time, and be a dad too.
Yeah.
You know, but it's fun, man. Reliving it, it's fun.
Man, it's fun, man. I just think these years right here are kind of vital, kind of what you're dealing with what we're dealing with. Because I feel like at this time you got to kind of keep your hands on them a little bit. And I just think with a lot of travel ball coaches, trainers, I think you got to be kind of careful if you know what we know, because we done been through it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So for some of the parents that don't know, we're going to drop some gems today, kind of figuring out who's a good trainer, experience on coaching our kids. Man, this is going to be a good one, man. It's definitely going to be a good one. So what class is Jag in? And what's his regimen right now as far as, getting it in?
He's a 2032, class of 2032. So 5th grade, but we play up. He's played up ever since we started. You know, he's homeschooled, so, you know, I just try to always keep him with talent, you know, playing against it. We try to play local, but it's not good for his skill set. Kind of, you know, makes him play down and get into some bad habits. So playing up has always been good for him. But he loves it, man. He's a competitor.
Well, let me ask you this. I heard you mention homeschool. What's the reason for homeschool over public school? Like, what was that thought process for you and your wife? You feel me?
Oh, man, that was easy. That's really my wife. And I mean, I was 100% behind her, you know, respected it, because a lot of that translates into the real world. With homeschool, we want them to be their own self, you know, no rote learning. We want them to just see the real, you know, and give them the real, you know. And it wasn't just a basketball decision for the homeschool, but it was a everyday life. And you've met Jag, you know, my daughter. They can have a good conversation with you, look in the eyes, you know, because we grew up, we thought that was weird, you know, homeschool kids.
Man, listen, man, I used to think, you know what I'm saying, how they kind of broke it to us. Oh, they're not going to be social. You know, they're going to be weird. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, I think you actually get more social activities doing extracurricular activities like sports, scouts. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It can be any extracurricular activity, but I think you get more social, you know, interaction going that route versus school sometime, in my opinion, because, I mean, you can't have 35 kids talking at one time in a class.
You can't, you know, and just school system in general is not the same, you know. I'm sure you been through situations with Zoo. coming home, teachers manipulating situations. But yeah, it's been good though. Yeah, love the homeschool route.
I got you. So let me ask you this, man. What was the main reason why you wanted to coach your son? And the reason I ask because there's a lot of individuals I know that say, man, I don't want to coach my son. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or there's some guys that decide to. Neither one's right or wrong, but what's your stance behind it though?
Well, we said it early. Like, if we gonna give them the game, we want it to come from us and be 100% pure.
Mm-hmm.
You want to mold them, build them up. Positive feedback. Positive energy. But coaching at first, well, I'm learning. Because first I was carrying my pride on my sleeve with it. I was a little hard on
Yeah.
him. Second grade, first grade, and he's already the best kid on the team, but I'm holding him accountable for things, like he didn't have a clue, but he was competing, and then, over time, I'm like, man, I really like coaching because I'm getting good energy from the other kids as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting good energy from them, good feedback from the parents. So it just kind of came something. It kind of became a thing, and which is still fun right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, man, like for me, I know when I get to coaching, it's more like dog gets in me, dog. Like I get into them. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? On the other end, because we've been there.
Right.
And I had to learn this past year, I gotta turn that shit off sometime when I'm coaching
do.
them. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
Because they gotta understand like how to channel the dog. You know what I'm
You
saying?
do.
And I notice, like, for example, for me, when games are on the line, I can't be going crazy over there. Like, I got to be positive with them. Next play, next play. Nah, but when we up by 20 and we don't do the right thing,
Right.
I'm getting on your ass now.
But that's structure, and a
Correct.
lot of kids lack that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Not getting in the home, that's discipline. But we're just competitive nature, spirit. You know what I'm saying? And it just comes out. And like we gotta learn that we're not out there no more.
But I
So
swear.
we gotta learn how to motivate the kids to
Mhm.
get what we need out of them. And it ain't always what we think.
Right.
That's why we talk how we talk. I try to tell you, like, Woo sign and I'm over here going crazy. I'm telling you, now then I'm over here going crazy too. So it's hard. We need each other on that side of it.
Listen,
So
man, I remember a couple of days. No, it's about a couple of weeks ago, bro. I think Jagger. It was the teammate national. Teammate national. And I called you, man. And man, when you had one of them days, though, you can hear it on your voice.
just drained mentally, physically. Like feel like we out there.
I can't do nothing but laugh because it's like I go through it too, dog. It's just like, bro, you just so disappointed in the effort today, dog. It ain't even how you played.
It's not.
It's not. It's just that you just played so soft today. You just, bro. The effort was just gone, bro. And I've been there.
That bothers me a lot. What we put into it, the
I
time.
agree, bro. I agree.
I know they're young, and I mean, I know our parents could tell stories about us, but the effort, that's just one thing that shouldn't have to be there. Like the energy, you should have that. I don't care if you got 0 points.
So let me ask you this though. So I know this is big, man. How do you balance, big dog, separating coach and daddy?
It's hard, but I'm growing and my wife helps there too. She's the peacemaker with that. She was like, all right, Stoney, you might be, doing a little too much. Because they go to their mamas, you know what I mean? They go to them, they talk, and then when I think about it and have time, I do a little too much. Because at the end of the day, that's our kid, and I still want to have that father-son relationship.
Yep.
I don't want it to just be basketball. I don't want him to think he my son just because of basketball.
Right.
That was just God-given, true blessings, but and I try to bond other than basketball.
Correct.
Have a other relationship other than basketball. I think that's important. You can't forget that. But and basketball's fun, man. I try to get them to have fun. But that's just that competitive nature in us.
Yeah, man.
Pushing off on them.
Yeah, man. I know that balance. For me, I would say I damn sure ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect, but this is how I feel like I know that I'm not losing the relationship with my kid is when after games, he still wants to be around me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I think that's my indicator to know that, okay, I'm balancing right. If I know right after the game we done had a hard time and he's distanced from me, I might have pushed the line a little bit too much. But I think they learn from all that. I do too.
We all do.
Yeah, I'm definitely ain't perfect. But let me tell you something. He pisses me off sometimes. I love him to death, bro. My nephew, same way. I love them, dog. But you know, they get under my skin sometimes out there playing.
Yeah, but they know what standards we expect from them.
Yep.
You know, but it hurts me more when I'm on him like that, and then he's up under me after the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you know, it does hurt a little bit. I was a little too rough. I mean, talking to him like men.
Yeah.
And they really don't even know what's going on. Still learning the game. They really don't even know. Right. They don't even really. They look at you. What? Yeah. You be like, that makes me mad.
And then you like, come over the screen, read it. And then when he comes, and they looking at you like this.
Right.
And they don't
have a clue. Like high school kids ain't even doing it right. And we expecting our 4th and 5th grader to fully understand what we trying to get done out there.
Bro, I'll tell you, man, you gotta look back and like laugh at it sometimes, man. That's why rapping with you through this process, though, bro, it's been big for me. Cause, bro, if I could laugh about it, though,
Yeah.
bro,
I'm glad I could be there for you. I ain't have nobody there for me, but my wife, and she don't really understand ball.
Right.
She's just support a wife, a mom. So like it kind of separates it, and like she's learning what's going on, and she's seeing how passionate, you know, I am with it, and him too. You know, so she's learning. But man, I'm telling you, without her having that little relief in there, you know, I don't know where me and Jag would be right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Relationship wise. Yeah,
Bro, that gonna be tough sometime, man. I had to, like, you know what I'm saying? I had to pass Zoo on to another trainer, him and Gannon. And, you know, I kind of always felt I'm a need to because I coach hard, you know what I'm saying? But kids give me they all. We win games, no doubt. But I do feel like he needs a break from me, you know what I'm saying?
That's healthy.
Very, very healthy. But he also, I feel like he also knows the trainer that he's getting, he's gonna hear the same message from him as he's gonna hear from me. So now it doesn't look like I'm the bad guy 24/7 or what just daddy says is whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at this age, it's like, okay, cool. He might hear it. He might run his eyes up to it, but he knows.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
My dad's told me this
multiple times.
Yeah.
Even though, you know what I'm saying, I gotta let him get away with this little sassy shit sometimes because I know how aggressive I can get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But overall, they do what we ask.
They do.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. And maybe even and then some.
Yep.
Yeah. They go the extra mile. But I'm with you on the training too. It took a minute to find it. Found a good situation with Skill Factory. Like me. You know.
Yeah, Skill Factory
With,
good, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lawrence, man.
And Tyrone.
Yeah,
Like
Tyrone.
Tyrone's giving him everything that I would tell him. You know, keeping it 100 with him, 24/7. I mean, I don't have to say a word over that coaching. He's on him. You know what I mean? The small details, he's on them.
Yep.
You know, the small details that he's on them about, if I was to say it, it would be
hey, yeah, it's
like it's doing too much.
Listen, man, when they start that pout session, bro, man, listen, I'll be ready to throw the ball through the damn glass.
It would be that though.
Yes.
So
bro.
it's good. The trainer, the good hands-on from somebody you trust is good for him. It might even save our relationship, you know, father-son relationship.
Yep.
You know, passing them off to somebody we trust.
Yep. I agree. All right, so let me ask you this. What would you say constitutes a good trainer? Like, because we know there's different trainers out here, right?
Right.
I hate the 5 or more group session bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm gonna be real. I think that's for preseason stuff with your team, you know what I mean?
Right.
But if you're really trying to develop a kid, 2 to 3 max. And me personally, I like the 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? Because they get extended reps, they get pushed a little bit more. You know what I mean? So to you, what constitutes a good trainer in your eyes that you would be willing to just give your son up to?
Well, us being ball players, real recognize real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it'll have to be real knowledge being passed down, real game skills, and it's personal preference. You know, and we stufflers on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to come with your A game. Because, you know, it better be something that I can't pass down to them and then some. But we also know what skill set our kids need at this point.
I agree, bro.
Couple years on the circuit, on the AAU scene. So we know what they need to work on and get to improve their game. And if that trainer's giving you that consistently in realistic drills and, you know, stuff that we feel can grow them.
So tell me more about the realistic drill. So give me an example of what you're talking about on that.
I mean, game situation, game speed. I mean, from the ball handling to the shooting, to the form, body posture, dribbling, like all of that's important. You know what I mean? Your balance, like everything's important. Throwing in different stuff to keep them guessing. You know, you can't let them get comfortable. You want them messing up in some of these drills.
I agree.
To get better.
I agree. I'm big on trainers that give you a lot of game situation drills, a lot of read and react.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because them cones don't move.
No.
But the cones are needed to build the repetition that you need in order to get in your bag. You know what I'm saying? To turn it into second nature. So don't think we bashing that. I mean, it has its place. But I just think I do think game situation training is the best. Now, let me ask you this: when do you think's the right time for you to find a trainer for your child as far as skill development goes, no matter what age?
You got to monitor your child. You know, you want to put them, like, that's why I kept playing Jag up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't want them to get comfortable and complacent with the skill set. You know, and like, I'm an old school trainer. Like, I don't use cones or none of that. Like, I don't do none of that. Like, I get to it elbow to elbow, ball handling, like the fundamentals. I fundamental the hell out of my son. You know, like, because that's part of it. It's building blocks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm a huge fundamental. So if I catch a trainer who's switching it up, who's got all the nice cones, all the nice gadgets, you know, I wouldn't mind Jag getting it in with him, you know, working on his guard skills, his skill set.
Yeah. I'm big on a trainer that has played.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that you can't have a trainer that can teach you the reps you need to develop a skill set, right? But I'm big on kind of the mentality of the trainer too, as well, because I think that can carry over to what I would say to what mindset your kid needs. And I feel like being pushed is how you create that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I remember us in high school with Dan. Boy, I'm telling you, I hated the weight room so much with him, bro.
Getting D1 workouts,
bro.
high school.
I hated, because we didn't start working out real hard until 8th, 9th grade. We just played all the time, right?
Yeah.
Bro, but when we hit that weight room, I hated it for a minute, okay?
Yeah.
But about that 2 months, I seen that pump pop up.
Yeah.
I was ready to stay in there. I felt stronger.
It was everything. Jumping,
the
movement.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. It was different.
Everything. And I don't know, do you think kids can handle that nowadays, though?
First of all, our kids ain't ready for no weight.
Hell no. They
Body weight right
9, 10, no.
You know what I mean? But, like, yeah, ours will be ready for that. Like, we're training them now.
Yep.
The mindset we giving them right now, they're going to want that. They're going to need that. You know, them playing up, they see the physicality of the game. I mean, that's the only thing that changes with the older kids: size, speed, strength.
And that makes a difference too, just off because, you know, I was telling my son we played in the hardwood this past weekend. Now he done his thing, he's 9, and we playing up in the 5th and 6th division. And I remember you telling me, like, bro, like, he might do his thing, but he's gonna feel it.
Yeah.
He gonna feel it. And them older kids will bully you a little bit out there, and they need that. But bro, them next 2 days, bro, I had to give him the day off. But I ain't never had no 9-year-old come tell me, "Daddy, look, my body's sore."
Yeah. He got beat up.
Bro, he
Like,
got beat up, literally.
like,
And I'm talking about he's talking shit, he's playing, he competing.
yeah.
But bro, no, I had to give him 2 days off.
That's all you could ask, though.
Yep.
He done what you needed him to do. You know, played aggressive. He led your team this past weekend.
Yep.
Like, he led y'all. I mean, so it comes with the territory.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the dog, and you know that he really wants it. You know, it's what keeps us going too.
All right. So listen, man, who has been your biggest influence as a coach? Like, for example, a coach that you played under when you was younger,
man.
high school. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Man, R.I.P., man. The legend, Larry Ross. Was an OG. He kept it real with us. I mean, even from the way we practice, like everything, we competed. We got better when we joined them. You know, we was doing a small town thing too. You know, running our town. You know, we got down here. We got to compete with these kids. Like, they want minutes too. We did too.
Yeah.
And as we got older, we got more and more kids. Kept competing. I mean, from Gaffney, but just how Larry ran everything, man. Like, you know, I respect, and like I would love to build what he built as well. You know, like he's a legend, man.
Listen, man, he's had his hands on. I mean, he's had his hands on a lot of these individuals.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even the latest guys. If Larry touched you early on, if you was a small town kid within an hour and a half of Forest City, Larry was gonna get you on the scene.
Yeah.
Especially if you could play.
If you could play.
Yeah, if you could play. Now he ain't gonna. He'll cut you if you ain't no good there. Now, yeah.
Oh, it let you know.
But yeah. He'll let you know ASAP, man. So
Yeah.
So Larry was he was a titan, man. He damn sure was a titan, man. So what you think about this? So what you think about this travel ball circuit right now, man? Where do you think the state of AAU's at right now? Travel ball, should I say? There's so many circuits.
It's a love-hate thing with it, you know, but with mine, it's love, you know. But you gotta know what situation you and your child's in. 'Cause it ain't for everybody. Every scene ain't for every kid, you know. Every
What you mean it
tournament's
ain't
not.
for everybody? What you mean?
It's a different tempo, you know. Like a lot of time and money invested. So, you know, you don't just need the kid, you need the parents to buy in as well. And it's a lot of parents not wanting to buy in, but want their kids on the scene. So it's different, and it keeps expanding, man. So everybody's looking at it as a money racket. I mean, some people's getting their money out of it, you know. I mean,
Well, who gives a damn?
who-
I mean, dog, who gives a damn? You know what I'm saying, bro? That's called economics. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna float without some cash, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely.
yeah, I think that's what it is now. Is there pros or cons to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's pros or cons to it. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with you. I think it's a love-hate.
It is.
But I'm on the love side. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
more love than hate.
Yeah,
You know, has some toxic situations,
of course.
you know, but that's how you learn. You don't learn unless you get out here and see how these other organizations, teams, coaches, they sell you this, then get your child, and it's totally different on the other side of it, you know, how things are being ran, you know. But I mean, other than that, I love it though.
Yeah.
Like, we're not even doing school ball at all this shit.
Yeah, we done with this.
Yeah, we're done. Like, it's just gonna be all travel, you know, from here on out.
And then let's go ahead and expose this narrative. Playing basketball all year round. Do you do that in AAU? Like, explain the schedule to people, because everybody thinks, oh, AAU, you play 4 weekends out the month for all year round. Like, that's bullshit. A lot of parents can't even afford that shit. Let's
it's way more laid back than people think. It's the part about the training and the being consistent with the basketball. You know, Jags, man, he's amazing in soccer. So soccer and basketball is really his too, but he's been so attached to basketball. We hadn't done soccer in like 2 years.
Yep.
So, which I want him to get back out there in that. But, you know, you got your fall, winter, you know, sessions. You know, spring, summer. I mean, between that, you can take a break, you know, when you want, when you please. But even the in session, it's not long. We're playing on Sundays right now for fall.
Right. It's
Games on Sundays.
right. But you know, 1 day out the week.
It's not bad.
And then it's for what, 5-6 weeks?
I mean, like, come on.
Yeah, just like the one in South Carolina we playing in, bro. It's on a Sunday.
Right.
We play 2 games every other Sunday.
Right.
Like,
but you're out of your county though.
Correct.
You know, like he could be averaging 30 in county, but really not learning anything. Kids running with the ball still,
bro,
double dribbling.
I get on the refs at AAU for kids. Call it on them. Call it on me too.
Right.
Just call it.
Just be consistent.
Yeah, just be consistent.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to get about the refs. We try to.
But listen, man, them refs can be tough, man. But listen, man, I feel for the refs though, cause I'm gonna be real. Them damn parents, bro, and the fans.
Yeah,
bro, they be OC. Is it more the moms or the dads?
Some don't even know what's going on.
Is it like more the mom?
They don't even know if it's their ball, if it's a jump ball, whose possession. So I don't even argue with them. Like I ain't even gonna waste my time with you. Like I'm not.
What's up? What's but the most craziest thing a parent said to you when you refereed, dog?
Just bias, man. They're just biased. You know what I mean? I know you saw that. How you going? And it be the coaches. I've never teed nobody. I gave one tech. He disrespected me, man. Like words, like, and like I don't even get out like that, you know, because just because I got these stripes on, a lot of people get, you know, power trip.
Yeah, they
but the
want
way he
balls
talked
up a
to me,
little
bro, it was unreal. You know, it was high school, summer, down at Freedom. And this ref, like, he came at me like I didn't even know what was going on. Like, I've never played ball or like I didn't know.
But he don't know that though, bro.
That's cool. But I'm still a man, you a man.
I agree.
Like, them words need to come off right. And I'm not going to make a call if I can't explain it to you.
Correct.
You know, that's other things too refs be doing. They don't even know what they call, can't explain it to you.
Boy, that shit has me hot.
Yeah, like
because
something.
And the reason for me getting like that is because I need to know how to tell my kids how to adjust. If you can't tell me what you call, how can I teach my kid? Like, goodness, man. But go ahead, finish what you're saying.
No, God bless the refs. For real, because that's why we had a shortage. You know, you got the parents, you got us, and how we be
bro
in the game and like on it. Like, you know, it's bad for them right now.
Listen, man,
it's bad for the refs.
I have noticed parents, majority of them really don't know what they're talking about.
They
right?
don't.
And they will literally holler from the stands, something obnoxious shit. You know what I'm saying? They really have no clue.
Don't know.
And I think travel ball, whoo, when you get to stand on the sidelines, and you got the phones out, and let's be real now, all them refs ain't good either now. Listen, I'm gonna be real. I had one ref tell me, I asked him about a call. Bro, a foul. He couldn't. I said, "Well, is it a block, or did he hit his hand? Like, give me something so I can tell my son what's going on."
Right.
The man looked at me and said, and granted, it's 3:00 on a Sunday winning championship game, but he looked at me and said, "I've been here since 8:30, man."
Okay. I respect that to an extent, you know. Hey.
He literally looked at me and said, "Man, I've been here since 8:30."
So did he take the blame?
No blame, bro. He was just trying to excuse for the bad call. I said, bro, all I'm asking is for a little bit of explanation.
Yeah.
Like, you've been here since 8:30.
It ain't your fault. It ain't your team's fault.
It ain't my team's fault.
Right.
It ain't the little 9-year-old's fault that went to the hole. Bro, come on, man. You can't tell me that, bro.
But the adversity is good for us too.
I agree.
The kids need to see us all going through it. And I try not to blame the refs, win or lose. I try not to get to that with them.
I don't give a damn if the ref's terrible.
We not blaming it on
No, I'm not letting my kids be a victim of the whistle.
We're not.
Nope. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. I agree with you, cause man, there's a lot of times where, like, there was one time my son was at practice, and I heard him talking to his buddies, talking about, well, yeah, well, the rest was bad. They done this. Now, I think they were a little bad,
Right.
there. But he didn't hear that from me. You feel me?
Adults talk though.
Yeah, bro. They
Let them
talk.
hear it.
And that's why I tell parents sometimes, man, like, you gotta watch what you say, like, cause them kids. I ain't saying you ain't right with what you're saying,
Right.
but it's a time to say it, when and when not to. You feel what I'm saying? And with them kids at 9, 10, 11, 12, nah, bro, you need to
Right.
you need to hold them accountable. You know what I'm saying?
Because how many layers we miss? How many free throws we miss?
How
Big turnovers.
many times we dribble up the damn sideline? I told you I'll stay up the sideline.
Right.
Trust.
So, you know, I ain't blaming the refs. Like,
Right.
we gonna take part in this L.
Man,
It is a L.
take it. It is what it is.
Right.
Move on, and let's get ready for the next weekend.
Yeah, no
You know
doubt.
what I'm saying?
Doubt.
Yeah, man. So look, man. So listen? High school. Talk to me, man. What made you leave good old Freedom and come join me at West,
We
bro?
took it back. Well, at the time, Freedom was amazing, the school. You know what I mean? But hey, I loved the game. Coach at the time wasn't passionate about the game. We didn't work. We wouldn't have done nothing that I've done at West to prepare me for the next level. You know? And Coach A is a legend, bro. I mean, the triangle offense, I'm still thinking about running that
Hey, listen.
with my kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so many options out of it. It was just it was the best move for us. And then, you know, also Gerald made the move. And then with us, so that's 3 of us, AAU, you know, on the same team. You know, it was nice. I saw Tion put that game one up the other day too. You see that? Still to this day, it is. Oh man,
Tion.
it's
Listen, bro. I still think that was lucky. I'm just to be real.
Oh man, we wasn't even supposed to be there.
But listen, man. Hats off to you.
Yeah,
But that shit hurts.
that
still,
hurts.
though.
I watched my body drop over and over. I showed Jag. I said, "Look at this, Jag." He said, "Daddy, where's the D at?" I said, "You know what? Why wasn't we full court? Why did we let him come down full head of steam?"
Where we was in a
looking at it.
3 zone.
Like, and as a coach now, I'm like,
hey, Tion's great downhill.
Just straight downhill. And he got to do that. He was able to do that.
Bro.
A full head of steam. Like, why was we not pressuring that sometimes with? But that's the coach in me now, you know, looking back at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, West was fun. I hate you left. Our senior year would have been.
Yeah, it would have been fun, man.
But it's a business.
Yeah, it is. I went
You
the
know?
prep route. Shit, I thought that was the best move for me. I really don't regret the move. I would say how I done it, I would have talked about it a little bit more. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna be real. Shit, I ain't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's all good.
Coach A, I love him to death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, I left my brother. Like, my brother was there. You know
It
what
was
I'm
a
saying?
huge piece.
Yeah, my brother, and you know,
It was.
it was what it was. But I think, you know, I did what I done my junior year, and I just felt like it was the best move for me.
Yeah. At the time.
At the time, yeah, at the time. But I definitely, looking back at it, I didn't know I could have went just a prep year. I could have just finished and, you know what I'm saying, did the same thing and not been done and still been in the same scenario.
Because we would have tore it up.
Yeah, man.
And we split conferences. Went and played Hickory, Maine, Newton, and all of them.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't that same conference we had our junior year.
Mm-mm.
So it was fun. It was definitely fun.
So let me ask you this, man. How pivotal was your parents in your role for development during travel ball? Like how big were they, man?
Huge. Very consistent. You know, they didn't have the knowledge that we have. And of course, our kids have way more resources now.
Correct.
Than ever.
All day,
but
bro.
We was on the scene. We was there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Larry called, are we going here? Texas, Florida. I mean, we was there. I mean, you know, we built a bond. I mean, and I thank them till this day for that, being there because we know what it takes to do AAU and travel ball. Like the time spent in it, they going to work, long weekends, they was committed, man,
They're
you know.
Listen, they were, I mean, back then, boy, they coming out them factories, 9 to 5. So even if you self-employed, you working 12 hours, you know what I mean?
Committed.
And listen, man, you were the only one and all us that stay fresh every weekend.
Oh man.
Man, come on, man.
Man, my mom, she still to this day, spoils my kids. Full of it.
Listen, boy, she had you rotten, boy.
But it's a way of life too, though.
It
You know what I
is.
mean? They mold you that way, and then like that's all I know. Y'all did use to mess. Y'all used to play all the time. Y'all did. But hey, it was what it was. I felt like all of us though, we took care of ourselves though. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We all
Well-groomed, team, man.
Man, we had like a little family, man, like with all our parents, man. I think that's what made us work though. And see, that's what I want to try to rebuild. Like whenever I'm looking for kids for AAU, right? I'm gonna be real with you. If they good, they're good, right? I'm fine with that. But I kind of look at the parents, like meaning that like how committed are their parents? You know what I'm saying? Because I give you my all, my resources, my mind, my knowledge, my time, if you can commit to coming to practice for me.
And that's huge.
And that's all I'm asking.
The camaraderie.
Yeah.
That alone, you know what I
Correct.
mean? Because it's a commitment on
It
both
is,
sides. And that's what's missing though. But like they want to talk a lot. They want to look at your videos and see what you putting in, and they just want to ride along. Can you meet? Can you? And I understand certain times.
I'll help you as long as you help yourself.
Work. It's time and place for that. But like every practice, every game, every weekend, come on now.
Yeah.
Not helping fundraise, anything like that. Like, you got to carry your weight, bring something to the table.
Correct.
With travel, you know.
Man, but see that to me, that shows me commitment, like from the parent. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna invest my time into helping them, meaning that like if you need me to pick your kid up or if they need to stay with me, like if you can't come to practice, then or if you can't properly communicate with me, I'm just to be honest with you, bro. Like I'm not even with it. I'm not with the shits. Like I'm just not.
Don't care how good you are.
I don't.
It's toxic.
It's toxic.
Yeah.
And it's going to take away from the team, me and man. You know what I mean? So, for me, I think the parents really have to be more committed if you want to rock with me, and that's just what it is. I think if you want to rock with a real program, I think you got to be committed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So what you think about these stack travel teams, man? Do you think pros and cons of being on a AAU team with 10 guys that can really go, bro? Pros and cons. Do you agree with this narrative? Talk to me.
I mean, it's a little early. They're young, but the not practicing and just getting a different group of kids every weekend, I don't agree with.
Tell me more.
Because these kids are still learning. So you teaching them unrealistic traits by just picking a kid up here, there, bringing them in. They're not really working for anything. Or like, it's just about, are you on today or are you playing good right now? And that could get your kid on the negative side of the mental, questioning itself, so it's not for everybody. The super teams which is what we got older was called showcase teams.
Right.
So I don't think at the age our kids are, that's really healthy.
Right.
I'm more in the molding, 2 to 3 practices to training. I'm more on that side. But the pros of it is you're competing, less mistakes. This kid's playing bad. Are you going to come in here, play good, get minutes, but certain situations, it ain't always like that.
But is that good for a young kid, though?
It's not. Like, when you talk about toxic, that's toxic. Like, what we're doing in the molding, getting a group of kids and training them that's the way you even want to teach them to be.
Correct.
You know, because you want to trust your teammate. You want to know, a little bit about your teammate. You know what I mean? So I think that's a healthier way. And I think when people say AAU's is gotten toxic and bad, it's that side of it. Kids not practicing, just traveling, just going here, teaming up, all the good teams teaming up, taking 2 or 3 here.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think you a terrible ass coach if you let that shit go down like that.
Well, it's all about winning. It's all about you.
Well, to me, what I mean by that is, have you ever coached in a game, right, where you got your 7 kids that you've been rocking with?
Right.
You can call any set that you want in any situation. They're gonna know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But when you bring on other kids that ain't been to practice, how can you coach that?
You can't. Now you got a totally different identity. Like what you've been winning with is not the same.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of coaches want to carry that alpha role and just care about winning.
Yeah.
So it's really they tell you it's about the youth and the kids, but it's really about moi.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? So they want to be the alpha, talk all of this, you know what I mean? When you got 10 kids that could totally go, that really don't even know each other, on down the road, we see that same team, it'll be a different situation
Yep.
when we keep molding our kids. Kind of like that's what it was with Ross.
Yep.
We had a core and we built onto it.
Yep.
Ish,
And
David.
we had the right pieces, but I just remember us practicing, bro.
We practiced.
Like I just and there's kids like that I love coaching, like, and they good kids. They love me, I love them. You know what I'm saying? They good kids. They love my son, but like I would never put myself in a situation to committing to a parent or committing to a player if you can't commit to practice. Like, and say, for example, if you're an hour away, right, but you really want to play. If I'm practicing 2 days a week, you know what I'm saying? I need you one.
Yeah.
Like, I can work that out.
Yeah.
Okay. But if that can't be, then like I don't want one foot in, one foot out. I mean, there's no way I can truly develop a player if I don't have the adequate amount of time with them.
Yeah, and you need to stand on that.
Mhm.
Like, stay true to that.
Mhm.
The kids will respect you. Like, they'll see that you ain't picking up kids every different weekend,
Yeah.
every other weekend. Like, coach trusting us. Like, he believes we can win
Yep.
together. So stand on that, and I will too.
Mhm.
I drive an hour and a half. Been going twice a week to get down here, just because that's what's best for him.
Mhm.
So it ain't no excuse. It's just a commitment
Yeah.
that has to be made with the parent. And an understanding. If anything other than that, just speak it out. Don't talk about it.
Yeah, man, I'm with it. I'm with it. So what's up with this nature of travel ball where they're talking about recruiting kids? Should kid play on more than 2 teams in the summertime? I mean, what do you think? I mean, because there's some programs that don't believe that, they should go outside, certain areas. And then, there's some guys, that believe that, hey, there's different styles of ball at different areas, and there's nothing wrong if your kids are ready, or, if there's a team that's ready and there's a particular player that like, let them go see what's going on. I mean,
I agree.
what do you think? I mean, what's your stance on that?
I don't see nothing wrong with it. That's another communication thing with the adult and either the coach or the leader of the organization.
Mhm.
You talk about it because, first of all, you want what's best for your child. It can be a good thing here, but it can also be another situation that pushes your child. And, it's also a healthy situation for them too, especially if it's opposite weekends or this team may be down, this one's still playing, this one's playing circuit, this one's staying local. I mean, so, there comes a point in time where the kids are gonna have to get on that scene.
Mhm.
One team may doing it and the other one may not. So, I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with 2 teams. Like, as long as everything aligns.
Yep.
sports schedule.
Yeah, and I think too, with being on two different teams, I think it's murky water. And what I mean by murky water is you can't serve two masters. All right, first off. Second off, what team gets priority? It's like having, you know what I'm saying? Like if the two side chicks ain't gonna communicate and work together, then you know what I'm saying, it ain't gonna work. So I believe it's murky waters for sure.
Yeah.
I believe it can work, but I also think that the parent needs to figure out what's the aspiration for the kid and what's the aspiration for what they want for their child. You know what I'm saying? Which one is the best scenario? What team should get precedence over your kid first? You know what I'm saying? Like how do you think a parent should navigate that?
I mean, it's a loyalty part there. Like that's where the community, because you obviously was with one team before you went to the next.
Mm-hmm.
So communication there with the coach. I mean, ask him about upcoming schedule or what the plans are. And I mean, you can narrow it down, but sampling another team throughout an AAU season is happening a lot, and it's gonna continue happening because the circuit's growing. I
Yep.
mean, like the scene is growing, So I mean, it's gonna happen, and I wouldn't disrespect the team and be in the same tournament. You know, I know
Those
we're going.
etiquette to it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's got to be some
those
sort of
cheat
loyalty.
codes and shit. Yeah, I'm with you.
But of course, that's gonna get crossed as well. I mean, people's crossing that line. I'm seeing it all the time, like seeing it now. But
Yep.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. And that's me saying that as a parent, but as a coach, I'll probably be like,
Right, and see, but I love that you just brought that shit up because let's keep it a band. I'm coming from a coach's perspective.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You seen that meme on social media, and it's like Tupac and Omar Epps, and like the player comes back, and when he shut the locker door, Tupac was right there talking.
Yeah.
But on top of the caption on the meme was like, "This is your coach looking at you." Remember, because he knew you just went and played travel ball with another AAU team.
Yeah. Now, from a coach's standpoint, I would be a little jealous. A little, I ain't even gonna lie, cause I want to keep build, especially if you one of my ones.
Yeah.
You in that top 7.
And listen, one of the ones is the top 7. Like those are the
ones that's going.
yeah, those are the ones you gonna win with. Like just because you ain't in that number 1, you in that top 7. Nah, dog. Like you mean something. Yeah, bro. You mean something.
I don't know. I might have contradicted myself on that one.
Nah.
But that was from the parent.
But that's fine though. Like that's part of the perspective.
Yeah.
For the parent side, I got a scenario like that now, but I'm still cool with the parent because of the communication that was made prior to. Okay. It was handled right, bro.
Yeah.
And I understood the circumstances that was bestowed onto him that he had to, hey, bro, I think I said that might be the better move for convenient purposes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm fine. Just have a realistic conversation with me. Well, that's what I expect. But as we know, when you expect shit and it don't go your way, you feel what I'm saying? You know how that go. But like I say, man, it's just a communication aspect of it.
That's huge.
Yeah, I think that's huge. I think as a parent, I think you need to weigh out the pros and cons. And then as a coach, I think you go feel some type of way, but you can't fault them for doing what they think's best for them, if that makes sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're even coaching and thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm
you coaching a team, and then you willing to allow him to play
with another
team
all day long
because it's a different situation for him.
Correct.
So I'm open to it, but hey, you still think that water murky though? When you doing it, you want to jump in it.
Listen, I'm gonna be real.
I played around with it.
I played around with it, and I'm gonna be real. I mean, I had some guys come play with me for other teams.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm saying this from experience. It is murky water though.
Yeah.
Like it is. Like I would prefer to have you the whole year.
Oh yeah.
That's me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Now there are situations where you might be on a stack team and you the 8th or 9th man. You're not getting no run. Then you're looking for another team. That's understandable. Like
Yeah.
I get it. I think it's just murky water, period, man.
If you're 8th or 9th, I don't give a damn.
Right.
Go ahead. You go right on. Yeah, but it's you and
Is this from the coach's standpoint?
Hey, all from a coach's standpoint. But that's another
And see, and listen though, man, but that's the switch, and I don't think people understand being a coach and a parent.
Yeah.
Like a parent don't understand that you're in your parent hat all the time.
Right.
I'm in and then you got a coach that don't have no kids. He's in the coach's hat all the time, right?
Yeah.
But bro, when you coach and you're a parent, bro, that's a whole you cross that line some days. Some days you're on this side. Some days you're not. And then just like you said, if you 9th, 10th man you want to go, it's like I'm from a coach's standpoint. Hey, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
I mean, I've liked being head coach, but it's some about assistant coach though that's a relief as a parent and a dad. Like, I'm still on the scene, but like I'm not the one doing it. I'm like the positive guy. Tyrone's giving them hell. He's cussing their ass out. Like he's on them. I'm like, oh, it's all right. Hey, you good. You make another play, next one, hey, that one's gone. Get it back. When if I was the one head coach, hey, what are we doing? Like, why are we doing that? So it is a good feeling being in that assistant spot.
Yeah.
With somebody you could trust.
I agree. I would say this. I've been both spots, right?
Yeah. With Zoo?
No, not with Zoo.
Oh.
High school.
Oh yeah.
When I was at High Brighton, the assistant varsity coach, assistant coach for 3 years, all right? And then coaching, being a head coach. The difference to me is I don't think there's not a lot of responsibility on you as the assistant coach. So you can be more laid back, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But my personality, I couldn't. I had to say something. Like, as far as holding the kids accountable, you know what I'm saying? But when that head job, dog, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't care what level you coaching on, that shit's on you at all times.
It is.
I don't care win, lose, or draw. Win, the kids did it. Lose, it's on you.
And I take that.
Take it all day.
I take that all day.
Take it all day.
As long as I'm trying to make the X's and O's, the adjustments I needed to, and we did, I take that, But if you ain't making no adjustments and you just going off the strategy you went with fresh out the locker room and not adjusting to the game.
Ooh, now listen, that's something. Yeah, that's something I don't like. My coaching style is I like to adjust. Like I got a game plan going in based on your skill set, what y'all do good at, right?
Right.
But I'm big on making them adjustments. How you feel about coaches this is their system. We're gonna run this no matter what. And it works for some of them.
I don't agree with that. Like every game's different. Every team's different. The personnel's different. Like, and you gotta adapt. That full court, the whole game may not be what's gonna bring us the dub. It may be a 3-2. It may be a diamond press.
Right.
Like it may be a trap in all corners out of the 2-3-3.
Right.
Like, you just gotta see how the game's going, switch it up.
Yeah.
It's like playing chess.
Yeah, I agree, man. That's how I look at it. Like for me, when I'm coaching these little kids, if I sense any little smell that you can't handle pressure,
oh yeah,
I'm bringing it. But if I see that you got a couple kids that can go, I'm gonna give you a different type of press.
Right.
I'm gonna make them think. I'm gonna see if they really can think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but there's some kids that's tore my ass both ways up now. That it hood.
I mean, that's gonna happen though.
Hood.
That's gonna happen. I mean, just a solid overall team, IQ.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, it's gonna happen. But as long as we give them a run and compete,
Yeah.
that's all we can ask for.
And that's it. That's it, man. So what's the plans, man, for coming up for you this spring with Jag? What's your plans, man?
Man, we're gonna still be on the travel scene, you know, but it's gonna be, am I gonna continue here, or are we gonna, you know, elevate to something different, that we had talks about,
Correct.
so it'll be some decisions to be made, but all good decisions and fun, He's growing, learning, you know. It's time to hit these camps, just get more consistent. He's 5th grade, so some decisions have to be made. But as of right now, and I love our situation and what we have going on.
Good, man.
Yep.
Good. Yeah, man. I think that's
Super healthy, like,
yeah, I think that's big, man. Just making sure it's a good fit, man. So what would you say to a parent right now? What advice would you give a parent that has a kid that's very talented in travel ball?
Mhm.
What would you say their top 2 things they need to consider before committing to a program? Top
That's a
2.
tough question, 'cause, every kid's skill level is different. They're like, and the fit has to not just fit the kid, but the parent as well,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Like, you need positive energy. They need to be around positive movement, like, nothing toxic.
So you
Need
say
good kids around them.
so you say your first thing would be a positive culture.
Definitely.
Okay. All right.
Healthy coach.
Healthy culture, number 1.
Like, and, and that starts with the coach, you know, the owner of the organization, like, parents. It could be a toxic parent. Like, one parent can spoil the batch for a whole team,
I agree.
you know? Um, but nowadays, I just don't know if you could just stay loyal to a kid's good, like, I don't know, man. It's changing, man. Like, the circuit's changing. I mean, like you said, we were just talking about the LJ kid playing on 2 circuit teams. I mean, now you have those options, you know? So, but just check with your kid, talk with them. Like, how are the kids engaging with you, your teammates? Just be open to those conversations with him,
Good.
because he needs to be comfortable as well, you know?
Yep. So you say coach is 1.
Yep.
Second would be what? What would you say the
I would
second
say
would be?
your child. Ask him personally,
There you go.
because you want them to be with it just like you are. And then we all in, and that's a positive and a healthy situation, from those 2 right there.
That's what's up, man. Well, look, bro, listen. I'm glad you came on, man. Love you to death, bro.
Love you too. Thank you, man.
Oh,
Appreciate
yeah,
this
that's
opportunity.
man. Listen, man. I appreciate you, bro. This is just phone conversations, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the direction we go into. And we definitely gonna do a part 2.
Mhm.
Touch back based on some more topics, kind of see where our kids is at. I would like to get on a topic about social media and branding your kid. You know what I'm saying?
Huge.
And that avenue. So that definitely be part 2. Y'all stay on the lookout for that conversation. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hoop Lounge TV. We out. Brother, I went too